Okay, YouTube, this is my video review of the Crye Precision Cage Plate Carrier, better known as the CPC. I've recently switched to this from my Specialty Defense Systems RBAV, and, well, it's different, I guess that'd be the best way to put it. The RBAV is a full-size carrier, with a similar cut to the Eagle Industries Cyras. It's like an updated version of it. I didn't make any videos of that one, but you can see pictures of it if you're on my fan page. But the RBAV is more of a full-size carrier, while the CPC is a plate carrier cut. It's a little bit smaller. But I'm going to kind of go over some of the nice features of it and how I've got it set up. So in order to put it on, first off, these things are really confusing when you get them. But in order to put them on, it's got two cummerbunds, similar to a Cyras. It's got this internal one, which is semi-rigid. It's got internal embedder pockets, which I don't use because this PRC 152 replica that I have is really retardedly big, and it's incredibly uncomfortable to wear it there. Anyway, when you're putting it on, let's see. When you're putting it on, you unclip this buckle, and you pretty much slide into the plate carrier. Clip that buckle again, and then slide this little thing, I don't know what it is exactly, into this little loop of nylon, and then you kind of get that tightened up, and pull the Velcro flap and close it, basically like that. This carrier is pretty neat because if you're a lefty, you can move the buckle from the right side, or from the left side rather, over to the right, and have it set up so the right side opens up, and then the buckle will unclip from that side and you can kind of get into it. Overall, it's one of the most comfortable plate carriers that I've owned, compared to my Eagle plate carrier and my Allied MBSS. It's really quite comfortable. I'd say it's more comfortable than the EPC and just about as comfortable as the MBSS. Crye really did a good job with the padding on this. As you can see, it's pretty thick foam padding. And then we've got these little Velcro tear-out pads, say Crye on them. It's kind of neat. This is a releasable carrier, which is something that's kind of interesting compared to, say, an MBAV, where they're pretty much held together by only buckles. This is a quick release system, which is far more confusing than the Cyras. I actually should probably open it up to show you this. But basically, there's two pull cables that sit under the adjustment straps for the shoulder pads. They sit in here and are held in via Velcro, and they run right down the spine of the carrier. I don't know how well you can see this because I'm using my contour. But they run down the spine of the carrier, and then you pull it out, and it would pretty much, the plastic cord will just kind of come out of these things, and the entire side will separate from the plate bag, and it's pretty interesting. It is a pain in the ass to put together after you do pull that release cord, much harder than a Cyras or an RBAV for that matter. And try not to pull it, even if you think it's funny. It's not, because you end up paying the price. Alright, so that's really the main features of it. They're sized from small to large, I believe, and it's based off of plate size, not body size. So if you wear a medium plate, you would get a medium CPC. If you wear a small plate, you get a small CPC. This carrier, I would not imagine, fits smaller people as well as, we'll say, a JPC does, because it's pretty much just bigger in every whatever. So let's see. Mine's a medium. I got this used, and I traded my RBAV for it. So basically, on the front, I'm running it slick. I had two Eagle FB 45 pouches on there for 1911 mags when I decided to run my 1911 with this kit. But I've got a Stark Glock, so I'm waiting on some FB 9mm pouches for the Glock mags. Other than that, front's just got a shingle and a American flag. It's got a neat little built-in admin pouch, as you can see. It's actually really small. It's also not very well padded, like we'll say an Allied or Eagle admin pouch, so I wouldn't recommend keeping a phone in there. Moving this way, I get the whole carrier pretty much set up for speed. I've got these three, which I feed mags into the friction braking pouch. These are incredibly useful pouches because, well, as you can see, there's nothing retaining them other than friction. However, the mags don't just kind of fly out. I've never lost a mag running them either here on the plate carrier or on my belt. So these are excellent pouches. They're made by Eagle Industries and SDS. Anyway, so there's that. I've got a Knocker, Knockery, however you want to pronounce it. It's something European. Quiet Pro, which is it's a form of electronic hearing protection similar to Comtax or Sordens, or the Synlink C4 Ops is what it's more easily comparable to. Basically, it's got a push-to-talk and the entire hearing system built into one. So you have these two earbuds right here. They go in your ears and they stay in there. They don't fall out like, say, ones you get with your iPod. But they've got these microphones in the inside that transmit the outside noise in your hearing, in your ear canals, and allow you to hear basically. I've used these shooting drill guns and they work pretty flawlessly. They do mute a little bit if you're around loud vehicles, so you may have some trouble hearing people that aren't on comms. Moving this way, this has got a plug for a Motorola HT1000, which I'm going to be getting probably in a month or two. But right now in the pouch it's got a replica PRC-152. These radios are not fairly huge, and I think they're crap, really. I've actually only got it in there just for the video. I can actually run it. On the back, it's slick. It may get an FSB or a FSB horizontal utility pouch in the future. I mean, right now it's fine. It's got some zip ties, which I've had to use before, and the Quiet Pro earbud cable runs up the back of the person right here, which they're retained using the Hydro tube retention Velcro strips, whatever the hell they're called. I probably have some fancy name for them. And then the earbuds, when I'm not using them, just sit in this Grimlock here. Moving to the inside, doesn't have a lot on it. I run the IFAC on my belt, so I don't have it on my carrier. But I've got a FSB Allied flashbang pouch holding a Thunderbeat OG4 because I used it last time I played. But there's no shell, whatever they're called. And then just an FSBE 45, FSBE double M4 pouch. I've got this one on this side just for if I'm shooting lefty and I need to reload. That's why the mag is facing that way. And yeah, IR flag, and that's pretty much it as far as the carrier goes. If you have any questions, really, just kind of, shoot me a PM or comment on the video. And keep the trolling up for the people who do a lot of trolling, because I think it's hilarious. So yeah, any questions, just comment and subscribe if you like it.